I am Masashi, a 48-year-old office worker. This is a story of 30 years ago when I was a university student. As I liked horror stories those days, I heard of a public telephone which was known as a place of women ghost, and I wanted to go to see it badly. I forced a friend of mine who did not want to come with me, and I succeeded to convince him. It was a public telephone near a bus stop far from town. No one would use the telephone in that place, and there was atmosphere unnatural enough to inspire fears. We approached to the telephone box fearfully and touched the door. Despite my friend's negative words, I said it's okay and entered the box. The door squeaked and slowly shut, and I looked around in the box. My friend looked upset outside and was watching inside of the box. Nothing strange with the telephone nor the box, and I thought people would have made up a rumor of ghost because that telephone box existed unnaturally. I wanted to try more and thought of calling someone from here, and I noticed a scar on the handset made by something sharp when I tried to take it. It looked like a scratch, but seeing carefully I saw the numbers. I wrote down the numbers on my palm with a pen I had. After going back to the car, we felt disappointment as there was nothing, together with sense of security. I took note of numbers on a paper in the car before they disappear from my palm, and my friend asked what I was doing, so I told him about the scar on the telephone. The numbers were 9 digits starting with 0. Is this a telephone number? Let's call this later, I said to him, but he was scared and strongly objected to my idea. Later we came back to my room. We chattered for a while, then I really wanted to call the number and decided to make it calming down my friend who was scared. I could make a call, so I thought it could be a coincidence or it was really the telephone number of the box. Hello? I said, but no answer. I thought I could hear a subtle sound of breathing over the headset. Hello? I said again, but I could hear only silence with subtle sound of breathing. I felt uncomfortable and decided to hang it up. After all, it was not sure. A bit uncomfortable, but maybe it is only a rumor, not ghost. We said, and as it was already late, my friend went home and I went to bed. Next evening after my part-time job, I was having a dinner watching TV. I got a phone call. Hello? Hi. There was silent, no reply. Hello? Whom am I talking to? Again, silent, but I could hear the sound of breathing. I felt frightened and hang up the call. No way. Perhaps it's my friend teasing me. I was thinking of him. Then 1 minute or less later, I got a call again. I was a bit irritated and said, "Hello." But again silence. "Hey, don't play with me like this." I thought it was my friend, so I said sharply. Then the breathing sound became bigger than before. I could not stand it and said, "Don't call me anymore, okay?" I hung it up roughly. But soon later again, phone call. I took the headset and shouted without listening to him, "I told you not call me anymore." I hung it up and unplugged the line. I breathed a big sigh and turned back to put on TV. I got an impossible call. My irritation suddenly became fierce. I stood looking at the telephone. I could not do anything with the ringing telephone, so I took the handset and put it to my ear. Then,
"It is useless,"
I heard a woman's voice.